Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about Glen Hansard. This is an artist that I really should have known about years ago, but for some reason he never crossed my radar. He passed away a couple of days ago, Wednesday, July 29, in a motorbike accident in Ireland. He was a pillar of that community, especially the busker community in Dublin. He has been around since the 80s. Performing starting on the streets, worked his way up to something resembling musician royalty, especially among the buskers. I had never heard of him until a group that I'm in on Facebook mentioned that he had passed away, and there was a big outpouring. This group focuses on UK and Irish music. And so I said to myself, how come I have never heard of this person? Because I'm a big fan of Irish music and UK folk music. Somehow he had eluded me. Apparently he has played with Van Morrison, Elvis Costello, Bono, Bruce Springsteen, and of course many others. Apparently a very affable guy, very friendly, very human, very passionate. I've seen so many tributes to him that explain how he seemed to always most enjoy playing in the street. So I heard about his passing and decided to look into him. This is one thing that YouTube is great for. I picked up, just after a little bit of research, his latest album, which came out just 2 months ago. You'll note it says, Don't Settle Volume 2, Transmissions West. So I believe that Volume 1, it's probably Transmissions East. It's a 2-part live album that just came out this year. The first one came out in April. This one came out in May. He is singing songs in front of an audience, captured for the studio, but on stage. People are saying this is an amazing career retrospective. I'm glad I picked it up when I did. I thought, if I'm going to look into this artist right now, I'd better pick this up quick, because that's the thing. When an artist passes away, all of a sudden, everything available of theirs gets a little more scarce. And so I was lucky. I grabbed that basically in the nick of time. I've listened to it a few times. It's got 10 songs on it. He was an amazing artist with a lot of depth, and who I do enjoy a lot. I'm kicking myself that somehow he's never come up. He made an appearance in the movie The Commitments. He starred in a movie called Once. That came out in 2007, and it was called an Irish romantic musical drama film. He starred in that movie, and there's a song from that movie that actually counts as the song that he is best known for, called Falling Slowly. But that's just a little piece of the story. The movie did great, by the way. A budget of $150,000. It made over $23 million at the box office. So what really caught my attention was then the president of Ireland weighed in and said, we are so sorry to lose this humanitarian and this amazing person who made the best music that he possibly could. And now I've just happened to notice that even Obama talked about and tributized Glen Hansard. That is certainly a sign that he left his mark on the world. If you have anybody who is a world leader talking about you when you pass away, you've probably lived a pretty full life. Anyway, I was so impressed with what I heard, and unfortunately I can't really feature much here, but I will take a look at the lyrics to the actual song that Obama mentioned, which was Song of Good Hope. The lyrics are, if we're going to make it across this river alive, you need to think like a boat and go with the tide. And I know where you've been has really left you in doubt of ever finding a harbor of figuring this out. And you're going to need all the help you can get, so lift up your arms now and reach for it, and reach for it. And take your time, babe. It's not as bad as it seemed. You'll be fine, babe. It's just some rivers and streams in between you and where you want to be. Watch the signs now. You'll know what they mean. You'll be fine now. Just stay close to me. And may good hope walk with you through everything. That is a beautiful lyric sheet. I've never actually read it before. I just figured it would be interesting, and it is. And by the way, he also was great friends with Eddie Vedder and had performed with him as well. And now I see a David Letterman tribute So, if you have never heard of Glen Hansard and you have any interest whatsoever in folk music, especially what can sometimes be rousing folk music, I mean, he had 0 to 100 in his repertoire, in the things that he sang. He could sing really low and then really just rip his own heart out and give it to you, all within the same song. I just thought it was worth telling people about him if they didn't know who he was, if they heard that he had passed. Somehow he had eluded me. I feel silly now just hearing what he sounds like. There have been some amazingly beautiful tributes to the man online ever since. So just wanted to put that out there. If you've never heard of him before, go check him out. Now, if you are a fan of Glen and have been, if you have anything you want to relay having to do with your experiences, maybe seeing him live, maybe meeting him, maybe chatting with him. Apparently, he was the type that would just walk right up to you, start a conversation, and you'd be talking for a long time. Anything like that, any personal experiences, any music that you'd like me to know about or the audience here, by all means, leave those comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining me today. To Glen Hansard's memory. Take care, folks.